available. If you still want to get in big boy, come back here and see Michelle.
Justin, are you staying mic'd up? Are you going to be mic'd up?
All right, we have 0 viewers. We have 0 viewers and 0 likes. Let's see how we finish the day.
I didn't get a notification that you guys were live.
We got two.
There's not great service.
They got screwball.
Can you hear me?
Just talk to our viewers.
They said hi. Oh, that was somebody else saying
Hello, Megas. You let us know if you can hear us or not, if we're coming out live. Got a 6-game sweeper happening tonight in Pensacola, Florida.
Curtis, I'll talk with you one more time.
Oh, we're gonna do commentary?
Yeah, we can do commentary.
You really want the fuzzy mic thing? I think that's on. I don't think it's. Can you? All right. I think we've got the go-ahead that we can. We are going out live and we can be heard. Nice spare, Justin. Agreed. We're on air, Cindy. I'm surprised. Oh. So Sydney, how are you liking Pensacola, Florida so far?
It's just so sunny, the lovely weather of every hour you don't know if it's going to rain or not for 5 minutes. It did rain yesterday though. We went to the beach, we had a family beach day, and then a huge cloud rolled in. We went mini golfing, and then all of a sudden it started raining, and they were not small raindrops.
No, they were quite large.
Huge.
They were quite
Yeah.
large, yes.
I don't know when the last time was I saw raindrops that big.
That's them good southern fed.
Downpour.
Yeah, southern fed
like,
raindrops.
The raindrops hurt you.
So I don't know what pattern they're bowling on. Normally I would comment about it, but it looks relatively generous. Maybe a 3 or a 4 to 1.
It's not what Kris Prather said. His nice 2 to 2, 25 feet long.
Yeah.
And Justin has a right side of lane all to himself. There's 3 left and 1 right hander.
That is actually good. But he will be transitioning into. He's got some right-handers. We're moving one pair.
The 1 pair to the right.
One pair to the right. Hold on, I'm gonna go find out what the actual oil pattern is. And I know it's called the Krypton. It's called the Krypton. Is what Prather called it, and that's in tune with this whole who's the best spare shooter in the family? I'll let Sydney take that easy question.
Parker Bohn by far. Although when he does miss a single pin, I mean just one, he'll throw out that spare ball and get a new one because he blames it on the spare ball. But like he also blames it on himself. So I don't know why he throws away the spare ball to get a new one, but
Parker is easily the best spare shooter in the family, followed probably by Mom. Would we say Who's the worst there shooter?
Justin.
Is Justin the worst?
I hate to say that, but yeah. I mean, Brandon's been iffy on his 7-pins lately, but like college really made me a good spare shooter, multi-pin and single pin. Like that's all we shot at.
And
in
what you
practice sessions.
didn't you get some recognition, some accolades this year, some some freshman team stuff?
Yeah, first team All-American for freshman, and I didn't get any All-American because I didn't have enough playing time. It was 70% playing time. I think I had about 63, but I was pretty close with that. Just doing a lot. Anchoring my freshman year was also really cool. So you don't see a lot of freshman college bowlers anchoring.
Yeah. And then your coach won the Queens.
He did. He did indeed. She's a really good bowler though herself. I've learned so much
Josie?
from her.
Yeah, Josie's pretty darn good. Josie Barnes is a very good bowler. I like how you're so nonchalant about that. Yes, he's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I guess he's okay.
Yeah. Wait, I want to go figure out this blue pattern.
All right, go.
Wait, why does it look like those ones are blue? Lanes 3?
What?
4?
What?
Darker in the front than lanes 1 and 2.
I think that's just the figment of your imagination.
Got it.
Go find out what the
Okay,
pattern
I'm
is. We're gonna figure out that oil pattern. They're gonna bowl 6 games. It's a sweeper. They have a trios event coming tomorrow. So good practice here. DeLuna Lanes, Kris Prather event here. It's called Krypton. Oh yeah, it's a 2.94 to 1, 39 foot or 43 foot. So it's got some length to it. Low oil volume actually, 26 mils. And so, but a 2.94, so it's relatively generous. There should be some scores. 43 feet though.
I never bowl pro patterns. This will be fun.
That's not too bad.
I do it randomly. Like when I see a curve pop up, I do that. It only get better when you bowl it.
And you're bowling with 3 good ones. So.
Oh, I know. I've noticed that. I heard his name. I was like, what? Really? I finished my brother. I was like, guess what?
Guess what? Bowling with.
I'm from North Carolina. We don't have a lot of professional bowlers.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You got some. Tommy Jones lives in South Carolina, but
Yeah.
that's about it. It's called. I just saw it. Sydney.
At first,
Oh, you got the real.
Kris Prather himself. They're bowling Krypton, which is 43 feet, 29 mils.
So they upped the mils. So the readout I had said 26 mils.
Yeah, he
So
said
they added an extra 2 to 2 at the end.
Yep, the Pagel pattern that he adjusted.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Chavez and friends. There could be some good scores out there. It depends on how they break them down. To be perfectly honest, I think you'll see everybody kind of start right and then kind of migrate in as they follow the oil because it's a Christmas tree pattern.
Yeah, for sure. In 43 feet, I feel like you could almost play wherever the lanes are.
Yes,
Like,
you should be
there's
able to.
not a definitive line that you have to follow. It's like, okay, where did people break them down correctly at? Where is going to give me the most forgiveness on the lane?
And it really allows you to kind of take into topography into play.
Yep. Yep.
All right, hold on. Let's
I see where we
And we're going to work from Brandon here in a second.
Bohn is letter D.
All right. I didn't expect to be doing commentary this weekend. No. Well, the difference between this, you and I.
You do it for a living.
I do it for a living.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just, where do I forward my invoice? Well, that came, it's scuffed up is what it looks like. Comes in light, leaves the 3-pin.
And we're commentating about it. Got it. Justin, what was that? What? Okay. And Justin threw his out the window.
So he's, as you guys heard him say, he's going to keep his angles in front of him and try to get it to pocket that way. There is hook out there. But yeah, black hammer. Yeah. With what surface you got on it?
That would be railroad crazy.
Arthur said we got railroad grit on there, so it is scuffed up and an early open there for Justin.
Where is Brandon?
I don't know. I mean,
He's
at a
probably
snack bar.
socializing.
He is. I can see him right now. And we have.
Brandon was going to pay in the bracket.
Oh.
Bracket ended right at the end of practice. So before his first shot, he had to get all of his bracket money in. Lord knows Brandon loves brackets.
Brandon loves himself some brackets. He loves the rush of brackets.
That's probably all in. I'm curious how much that is.
I wonder what the all in for brackets is.
We'll ask him after the
We
show.
will. We'll see what the action is.
He's throwing Black Widow.
Hi, Brian Bowling Pro. How's it going? Oh, we got a viewer from Japan, it seems like. What is up, everybody? Thanks for coming in and dropping in on our little, we got a Friday night sweeper just happening. Nothing exciting, but it's all exciting.
After coming back from the bracket table.
He's excited. Hey, we didn't get a word from you.
Yeah, sorry.
This is a professional production, folks. Okay, there we go.
What are you from? Did you go all in? I went all for the I don't even play it, like, not all for super brackets. Okay, so these super brackets and then all in for the regular bracket.
And explain the difference between a super bracket and a regular bracket.
Super brackets, $10 bracket, regular bracket, $5 bracket. So you're looking for a good first game. I'm looking for a good sixth game. We'll take one game at a time. All right, so what's your plan with how you guys actually? Those are a lot of strikes. That's really simple. I know. I keep it simple.
All right. You know what? That does explain Brandon quite well, though. And when he sees it, he just. Yeah, when he sees it, oh my God, there's nothing stops it.
I watched that man after a break. Whether it's an exercise or I don't know if he's going to be on the GPA yet, probably not.
Oh no. I mean, he is going to set the world on fire when he gets out on tour. I really do think that. There's going to be an adjustment. He's going to have some adjustment time there. But once he figures it out, I truly believe he's good enough to win out on the PBA Tour. That comes in light. Gonna leave a 3-5. I don't think either of them.
Technically, though, we've got some double wood up there. That's not going to be easy spare. Brandon makes his, though, so we hope that Justin can fill the frame, because if he can't, he's kind of in trouble. There's a lot of good local players out here, probably some regional tour winners, and of course, you got Harper Bohn here. That's another early for Justin. That's not too bad. Okay, our bad. We are back, and we actually have microphones.
Here,
we had a little malfunction.
We're just doing a quick test here.
Turned them on, but we didn't connect them to the phone, so we could redo the interviews for you guys so y'all could hear it.
Now we can sit down. Let's sit down and enjoy the bowling.
Okay. Do we want to redo a little bit of pregame interview, even though they've already started?
We'll catch them after next game.
Got it.
See where they're at.
Got it. Okay.
Curtis von Kruger here with me, Sydney Bohn.
Hello. Uh-oh, we have another open possibly for Justin.
That is 3 opens.
4
opens. Yeah, 36. Is 36 in the 4th good?
No, not very good. But
right.
We do give him leeway. In his pregame interview, he had talked about that he was happy this was an individual tournament. He's been dealing with some back injuries, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to bowl this weekend, but he's really trying to come through for his brother and his dad.
It's actually quite heroic because I saw very much firsthand how much pain the man has been in over the last week.
Yeah.
It is not JB. It is not a house shot. It is a sports shot. It's actually less than 3-to-1 ratio.
The pattern is called Krypton.
It's a 43-foot pattern, 29 mils of oil. So it is not it's not an easy shot.
No.
Like this is not a give me shot by any means.
No, it's originally a Kegel pattern that Kris Prather tweaked himself. He added a 2-2 between 25 and 31 feet down the lane. So we'll see how this plays out at the end of the night. There certainly could be some high scores. I see a 4-bagger down there.
Definitely a lot higher scoring than the U.S. Women's Open was last week.
For sure. That pattern was crucial.
Oh, yes.
Hard for them.
And another cover there for Brandon.
All right, B-Bone.
How's it going, dog man?
Hi, Jane Bemis. We are not going live during the actual tournament. We will be vlogging. So
Okay.
you could look up on YouTube within the next few days to a week. We'll have a vlog up, hopefully. Oh, boy.
I think he can cover this one. 3-6-10.
I
think
hope
he's
he
got
gets-
it.
I really hope he makes this one.
Dogman, thanks for the congratulations. Yeah, 100,000 subscribers. We're so happy. We can't be any more happy for it. It's folks like you guys that make it possible.
Oh,
Let's
Parker
go.
Bohn with the light hit.
You know what? The old man's gonna beat them all.
He probably will, honestly.
There's no
He's
doubt
just got
about
that
it.
touch.
That
you
chef's
know.
kiss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? We were hanging out with our cousins last night. They live in Pensacola, Florida. That's where we are, guys. And
Get it.
my
Oh,
one
good.
cousin.
Nice
Woo,
cover.
he's got a
Nice
spare.
cover.
My one cousin called a turkey a donkey. She's like,
That's-
oh, my husband's like really good at bowling. He gets donkeys sometimes. I'm like, a donkey? What are you talking about? She's like, he strikes so much, sometimes they turn into zebras. I was like,
I don't
you
understand.
mean a turkey?
I don't understand the words that you were using.
I
Can I-
was so blown away by her knowledge of bowling, which was slim to none.
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I despise the term turkey.
I don't like it.
I just it's a 3-bagger.
Yeah.
That-
Well,
that- I-
non-bowlers say turkey, and maybe I did say a turkey, but
I don't know.
know.
It just, I don't know. It's anachronistic.
I also think ham bone is weird. Like, nobody calls a 4-bagger a ham bone.
No, yeah, nobody.
I feel like after
Oh
you
yeah,
hit
hambo. I think people do it mockingly.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
Like they'll do it to like. I don't think that it's ever done in sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting down.
Okay. I might stand. I feel like I've been sitting all day. Brennan likes to hook at his right side spares, and sometimes he misses them. I swear he almost missed that one.
That sounded like he missed it.
We're safe, guys. We're safe.
Hey, Brandon, how you feeling? How you feeling? A couple of frames in.
Better than Justin.
Three 6-10.
Yeah, Justin's coming off a bit of a back injury, so it's this is his test run. It may be like a $100 practice session for him tonight, but hopefully by tomorrow he's feeling a little bit better.
Hey, you know it's that pressure that makes things real. Ouch.
Whoa, stone
Bru-
8.
Brutal 8-pin. That's a stuffed
It's all right,
8-pin
he'll
right
cover
there.
it up.
Of course he will. That's
You
like a
going spare ball or
99.
strike ball on that spare?
He's gonna pick up his spare
Parker
ball
Bohn.
and he's gonna cover it like a real man.
And
And
Justin's
another
got-
back-to-back covers.
another spare. Okay, we got to start striking though. These spares really aren't cutting it.
No, they're not cutting. Got a couple of other
Ooh.
big-time players here. Ethan Fiore also here was actually working on a 5-bagger, and then I think he blower 7-10. But he's a major champion.
He is really good at the ripe age of 19 or 20.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Right? That's insane.
It's disgusting.
He was pretty good when we were younger too, bowling SYCs and junior gold, but I didn't realize he would skip college and just go out on the major tour.
Yeah, and he's like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah, let me give this a try.
Let me win a major real quick.
Casually just wins, like, okay.
Yeah.
No emotion either whatsoever
Can't buy a beer, but has a major championship.
to his name.
Something most bowlers will never do in their entire lives.
Yep. Parker's been having a little bit of trouble sliding on these wood approaches. He might hurt that knee.
No, hey, let's not
Hope he
speak that
doesn't.
into existence.
Let's hope he doesn't. But they went practicing last night on some wood approaches.
They say that they were better than they were yesterday.
Okay, that's good. The practice last night on the wood approaches, he said he didn't want to change his soles because those are the soles he always bowls in, and he hardly ever bowls on wood approaches. And I was like, well, are you sure you're bowling on synthetic tomorrow? And he's like, yeah. We show up here, they're wood approaches.
Oh, I'm positive that they're 100% positive. Quote me on that.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're going to take a little break.
We'll be back.
Let you watch a little bit of the bowling uninterrupted by our shenanigans.
Yeah, and I did like 4 or 5 months off. It kind of hurt a lot. So I went back in. I bet.
Sorry about that, folks. Bad magnets.
Sorry for the headphone users.
Sorry. Yeah.
If you want, I'll just take it.
So our viewership is dropping significantly since we stopped talking. 74.
Which one's TikTok?
We have Bohn Legacy. Bohn
Ask people if they're from the area, if anybody. Throw us some recommendations of your favorite restaurants in Pensacola.
If you're from the area, give us a recommendation. Oh, I'll give you guys some recommendation if you're looking for something fancy.
Okay. Ooh.
Fancy, a place called Iron.
Iron.
It's downtown. It is one of my favorite restaurants. Another place called George Bistro.
Is
It's-
Iron
George
a
Bistro is
chain?
phenomenal. No, it's
Other
a
of
local.
those?
Like a bistro and wine bar.
Yeah, it's
I saw
phenomenal.
that, yeah.
It's phenomenal. Those are two of my recommendations.
So George had great curb appeal. That's what caught my eye.
George is great. George is one
You
of my
know
favorite
George?
restaurants.
We don't. Good curb appeal.
Georgia person.
And Parker gets the strike.
Set up the ninth there.
Yep.
And so, since you had a great restaurant, we know Parker is a huge fan of ice cream.
Yes.
What's the best ice cream place in town?
There's this place.
Local.
There's this place that is one of our favorite places. It's off of Cervantes,
Okay.
and it's called Not Ant. The name is escaping me because I'm terrible with names.
Okay.
I just know where it is.
All
It's
right.
off of Cervantes, though.
Well, if somebody in the chat knows, if somebody's watching, type it in the chat and let us know.
That didn't sound good. Nope, and it wasn't. Missed spare there for the
Double B.
double B.
Grandma Jane says Justin has too many circles.
That is correct.
That would be right, Grandma.
But he broke 100, so
He did.
there's that.
There is that.
We got to take the positives when we can get them. Can he throw a strike? Is he going to throw a strike this game, Sydney?
Yes, I just don't know if it's going to be on the first shot in the 10th or not. It might be on the fill ball.
Do you think he's going to get a fill ball?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over on that.
Okay.
He's changing
Ball
balls.
change.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
That was almost a 210.
That was almost a 210.
Hey, what did Brennan miss? He missed a single pin.
He just missed a 7-pin.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
been
telling
saying that.
you.
You've been saying it. You said it.
Those 7 pins, man, they're quite scary to Brandon Bohn.
So now we got Parker coming in, trying to keep this one a good one. 220 if he strikes out. There's the first one in the 10th. All
There he
right, that's a
goes.
double.
He gets those light hits, I think, with the
He
urethane.
is a king of the light hit.
Urethane
the
or
little-
reactive, he just gets it.
He gets those little mixers.
He'll give it like that hip shake,
Yeah.
then the pins just fall his way.
Hey, you don't build a Hall of Fame career without getting a couple mixers in the long run.
Okay. Justin Bohn, is he going to strike on this fill ball?
That one
Yes.
looked close. That one looked closer.
He just two-pinned. I'm feeling
Yeah.
a strike.
He goes ball change 2-pin. I see the strike here.
Yeah.
I'm looking around, and I guess I'm used to a professional field because the scores are not high, and I thought the scores were going to be
A little bit higher than
a little
what
bit
they
higher.
are.
So, so Brandon with his 190 might not, or 2-0 might not be bad.
No, I
the
look around, I
brackets.
see 140, 150.
I see a 113 in the ninth right
I see a
here.
114 over there.
Guys striking, got a three bagger. There
Ooh,
it is.
he
There
gets
it
it.
is. There
Okay,
it is.
It only took him 10 shots?
10 frames. 10 frames.
10 frames, 10 first shots. Hey, good job.
We noticed that ball change there. Why so long on the ball change?
Changed balls like 4 times that game, Curtis.
Oh, okay.
I went from the rally. I threw it the first 2 frames, and then I went to the stealth. I threw that for 2 frames, then I went back to the rally. Threw that for like
the rally's the one I
3 or
thought you
4.
threw.
Yeah, for like 3 or 4, and then I went back to the stealth in the 8th or 9th, and then had 3 9 spares and a strike. So we're getting somewhere, I guess.
We saw that 2-pin come in, and we predicted we saw the ball change 2-pin. Felt like it was going. That last one was going to be in the pocket, and we were right.
Yeah, I'm just relieved that I'm done with game 1.
Hey, we got 5 more to go. Come on, let's keep your head up.
Yeah, I'm trying. Thanks.
He could make a comeback. Who knows?
Hey, don't call it a comeback.
Parker Bohn with the double.
Parker Bohn, of course,
In the
he
10th?
doubles in the 10th.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
Kids how to do it.
He's definitely got to show these
Oh,
kids
Kris
how to do
Prather,
it.
you got to say hi
Oh.
to our viewers. There's some people that want to say hi.
Oh,
How many people we got in there right now?
I don't know. Maybe 100?
like about 90.
90?
Yeah, there's 90 of you guys out there? That's crazy. What up, everybody?
What's up, Kris Prather?
You know, just hanging out, watching the legend himself throw some shots.
Beating the pants off his kids, by the
Oh,
way.
I mean, that's to be expected.
To be expected. And doesn't it bring you joy?
Oh, yeah, every time. Every time.
Hey, thanks for running this tournament here.
Yeah, this is year number 11 of running this event here. I will admit I stole the event from the Swiss Trios in Wichita. So, you know, it's a good event, and I wish I could run more of them here because everybody seems to really enjoy it. But tomorrow and Sunday is the exciting part. This is just this weekend.
I appreciate events being run in Pensacola.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what makes me happy is the fact that Brandon just threw whatever that urethane ball was, and it didn't even try to stay on the left side of that thing. I love that.
Good thing, because if his ball doesn't stay on the left side of the headpin, my ball has a chance to turn over or hook just a little bit.
Yeah, we were just talking
So
about how
ta-
you're just absolutely smacking him tonight.
Talk about this oil pattern just a little bit. It's the Krypton oil pattern. You modified it a little bit, heavier volume, a little extra load there.
Yeah. The lane surface here hooks a whole bunch. We get a bunch of traffic from open play and leagues and stuff. So typically I actually make the pattern, but because I ended up having to bowl this year, I let my wife just pick one off of the Kegel database, and this is the one that she picked. I have learned my lesson. There was a year that I put out a 38-footer, and Jacob Buttriff came in and averaged about 257 for 12 games. So anything under 40 feet is a no-go. So I try to keep it anything 40 and longer. And she picked this Krypton pattern at 43 feet, and I bowled on it back home. I was like, man, this feels pretty soft. And I typically make them less than 2-to-1, but I added a 2-to-2 down there at the end to add a little speed bump and make it a little flatter, play a little tougher, not make it to where you can just throw it to 5 and watch it come back. So it should be a pretty good event as far as requiring some shot making. And I think a good game on this is going to be somewhere around 215 to 230. I think if you can average anything 210 or higher, you're going to be bowling really, really good this weekend.
All right, well then that puts Parker's 223 into context here early.
I know you guys can't really
Thank
see,
God.
but the next 200 game after Parker's is 3 pairs over.
Yeah.
And it was 221 and 215. And that was on 7 and 8. So there was one year that the highest average in the building for the 12 games was 202.
Love it.
So yeah, I
Love it.
I typically make them pretty tough, and I wanted to challenge myself a little bit this year as well. So we'll
You
see how
said
it goes.
you're bowling your own event, right?
Yeah, this is the first year that I'm bowling it.
Why is that?
Typically, I just try to run it because there's a lot of moving parts with it because every game is a position round except for the first game. So first and second will always bowl each other except for the first game and potentially the last game. If the first place team has already won going into the last game, then it'll be 2 versus 3, 4 versus 5, and so on, and first place will bowl the last place team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's gonna run it while you're not running it?
Well, actually, I really don't do anything. I just talk on the mic. So my wife, Ashley, will be doing all of the hard work of getting all the scores entered and getting all of the, teams lined up. And I just go out there and talk on the mic and tell people where they're bowling and when to bowl.
You
So-
gonna do that too while you're bowling?
Yeah.
So
that's
he
the
does
easy part.
basically what your dad does at his event.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And the wife runs the event.
Yeah.
So Sydney, you're auditioning for his job.
No.
You can talk on the mic tomorrow. People would
No.
much rather hear you talk than me.
Right. Chris Prather, Sydney Bohn, I don't think so.
They're just gonna be like, man, at least his ugly mug isn't up there. We have to look at him.
Well, they are looking at you right now,
Yeah.
so
But they asked for it.
Yeah.
They're forced to.
they're
I wanted
forced
to
to.
say hi to Kris Prather. Oh wait, I have a quick question. This is my own question. How did you get the nickname the Shark? Is it like because you're from Pensacola, there's sharks?
No. I used to have
You
a
know.
phone case. I used to have a phone case that looked like a shark. I don't know if I have a picture of it anymore.
How old were you?
It was my 4th year on tour, so I was 25 or 6.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law bought it as a joke. Let me see if I still have it. There's a bunch of doggy pictures.
Love the doggy pictures, though.
Yeah.
We're fostering a dog right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So if you know anybody who wants a German Shepherd mix, he's a
Aw.
sweetie pie.
How old?
8 months.
What's the name?
This is hilarious. Do you know what the foster facility named him?
What?
No.
Curtis.
Oh,
No way. With a C or a K?
A C. It's
Oh,
with
okay.
a C.
Okay.
I don't have any pictures left. But I had a phone case.
Yep.
And back then I texted on my phone during the block a lot. So it would just sit on the table like so. And
Did you ever get fined?
No, that was the show that I was texting on TV. And Diana went
Ballistics?
ballistic on me, yeah. She was super. But it used to have, like the nose, a fin this way, a fin
Yeah.
out here, fins on the side.
And that in your pocket?
It was like a baby. It was like a baby, like a lighter blue.
Yeah.
And gray.
Yep.
Yep.
And,
I remember this. I remember this phone case.
So Timmy Mack saw it sitting on the table and he saw me pick it up. He's like, "Yo, shark phone case, I love that. I'm gonna call you the Shark from now on." And so the whole week he called me Shark. For the rest of the season, he called me Shark. And then it just so happened that the end of that season was the playoffs, or maybe it was the next season. was the
Portland,
playoffs
Maine.
In Portland, and so Timmy had been calling me Shark for a year at this point, and we go to Portland. They have a team called the something Sharks, and they just gravitated toward me. They had a whole bunch of shark props, and there's a